Hello everyone! I'm RiggyRob and welcome back to some more Control. So sorry for the delay. I was actually spending some time trying to find all of the different plants to talk to, and I found some of them. And basically what happens is Jesse just goes to the plant and it's looking kind of wilted and droopy, and she says, "Hey, how was your day?" And the plants magically spring back to life. So I haven't found all of them, but it is one of those things where you have to just like track them down and find them somehow. But in the meantime, I also found a place in Central Research that I can now get to because I can fly. And I got some more case files and multimedia. But the most interesting thing there was a new presentation from Dr. Darling. Let's go ahead and watch that now. The Large Scale HRA. And you can kind of tell he's losing it a little bit. What a sexy doctor, eh?
It's done. With just one large-scale HRA.
The whole house.
It's an easy choice, no choice. It's there now. Protecting the most important thing from what's coming.
What's the most important thing?
Locked in,
Like a coward.
ready to be blown away.
Oh, maybe not a coward.
Immense countdown engines. Ready for the journey. To be blown, flying into the model. Ready to see. To understand.
This feels like him doing his last presentation. Like he knows what's coming. But if he's inside the HRA, the hiss can't infect him, though. Oh? Okay. That's weird. So it just went straight back to him being all normal. Interesting. Okay, we also picked up some correspondence. So the Darling Underhill disagreement from Darling to A. Lewis, Underhill's questionable work. Dear Dr. Darling, I feel I must inform you of the very questionable documentation I am seeing from Underhill's desk. She clearly has no concept of what the mold is. She claims there are microorganisms responsible for constructing the mold. Ridiculous. It's a rapidly growing fungus not dissimilar to kudzu. She's fabricating complexity to justify her absurd budget demands. Speaking of which, I find it interesting that an old friend of yours gets her budget approved with no questions asked. I wonder if the Operations Oversight Committee would be interested to learn of that. Yours in estimation, Dr. Abraham Lewis. We haven't met Dr. Abraham Lewis yet, have we? I don't remember Lewis being a name of someone hiss-infected. And then there was something else, supplement or summary-wise. Have a look, see. Hammer. Game Hammer. AI5. Not like Thor. Note, per Archival Mandates 8A, this document has been edited to meet current administrative standards. Certain terminology may be out of date. No method for suppressing the item's thaumaturgical effects is yet known. To prevent infection, wear proper safety gloves when handling. The item is a wooden mallet from a High Striker carnival game. A long wooden handle extends from the head. The item infects any organic material with an unknown disease upon making physical contact. The effects of this disease are similar to leprosy, but develop at a much faster rate. Within a matter of days, tissue loss develops in the limbs closest to the point of infection. While the disease has not claimed any lives, secondary infection has resulted in numerous deaths. It's a plague hammer. That's all it is. Huh. And it's in the Panopticon on floor 1. Okay. Good to know. So, I said before that I went around looking for all the plants. I didn't manage to do any of the other side quests for Artie, so I will have to go back and do those at some point. I'm going to upgrade Pierce rather. I can do Spin. See what I can make upgrade-wise. Yeah. I'd rather have the ability to make prime and absolute mods, then upgrade spin, because I'm really just not using it all. So, we upgraded Pierce. Let's go ahead and stick another weapon mod on. I don't know how many I've got of those at the moment. Running close on personal mods. Let's get rid of some of these. And yeah, this is all stuff I should have done while, you know, cleaning up different stuff, you know, looking for plants and so on, but I just didn't get the time. Weapon mods, so we need to get the Pierce on. Yep. And then, do we have any absolute mods, prime mods? Energy gain from headshots. Reload speed's decent enough. So I'll put that on as the third one. I don't think there's anything else. Accuracy, damage after a kill. I mean, upfront damage, I guess, is pretty nice. Yeah. Make it a super killer. But I do want to have Shatter on for the time being, because it is pretty handy. So, that's it. So, we're going to head on further into Slide Projects Research and the Hedron Resonance Lab. And we'll see... This quest is called Polaris. So I'm wondering whether we're going to find out more about the thing that Jesse's been interacting with.
There was a doorway here.
There was.
To where Dylan and I went, where the projector took us, where we met you. The bureau opened the same door here, but there's just an echo now.
Ah, it's a vision overlaid. Kind of like what Artie did.
Are you close? Just on the other side?
On the other side of what? Oh, okay. Don't think I can reach anything from here, can I? Slightly angled just enough so you can't levitate and float up here. Projector room. Okay, well, we'll keep going forward. Stand away from frame when emergency lights are on. For a minute there, I thought the projector was switched on. Okay. So, try and find a doorway for us to go through. Nothing on this side. Must be on the other side, I guess. Projector room, yep. Makes sense. Where does this go? Ah, there's a thing down there. Let's go get that. Could be something worth having. Ta-da. Astral Blip. To be honest, when it comes to the material names, I've kind of been glossing over them. You know, things like Entropic Echo and Material Thoughts and so on. I've just completely not thought about those kinds of things. So I have no idea what the rarity of everything is. I assume that fighting higher level monsters, higher level hiss, means that... Oh, this doesn't do anything. Alright, I must open later. I assume fighting higher level hiss gives you better materials, but at some point you probably still need to get the common stuff as well in case... Like, for example, I haven't upgraded Spin past its first level, I don't think. So I still need common materials to do it that way. But, yeah, I don't know. I seem to be seeing levels 4 to 6 roaming around, and then if I accidentally go into a higher level area, it would be like 9, if anything. Nothing here? Okay, well. This door works. Ooh, cutscene. No projector.
Projector's not here. Moved again. What did Darling do with it? I've got to find out.
Excuse me, sorry that. Sneeze on stream. So, searching for the slide projector. We'll leave that button be for a minute. Ah.
The projected
Hello.
image from each slide is a physical portal into another dimension. Only one slide remains. Dylan's sister burned the rest in ordinary before we could intercept. The text on it, color slide film, this side towards screen, and the number 36. The topography of slidescape 36 bears deep wave marks. On the slide and in the distance, there's a formation of 5 pillars like
And that's what we're seeing
outstretched
in the vision.
fingers. There were casualties on our first expedition. Communication is an issue. There is no sound there, as if you've gone deaf, and radios don't work. Correction, resonance from an unknown source in part within the range of audible frequency. It acts in unpredictable ways, causing feedback loops that can tear you apart.
Ow.
Trench insists he heard something else. It made his ears bleed. Our equipment found no evidence of anything beyond the primary resonance. Trench's medical tests show nothing amiss.
Communication from the board, maybe? So if it's like oh, there's more. Not the actual object of power, of course. Just needed to point that out. Yeah, okay. So that's on repeat. Oh, there's two... What is the reason for having the shutters closed? Huh. Weird. Wonder how powerful this object is if it needs to be contained like that. Hadron Resonance Lab. So we still really don't actually know where Darling is. We assume he's in the large-scale HRA now. No? No power? No power. Okay. Where is this? Oh, this is... Right, this is the other side of that button that didn't work before. Why does it work now? Usually a shortcut works if you go to the other side of it. Ooh, a file. Hadron containment. Also, this configuration of the cube comes up a lot. It can't just be the locking mechanism, right? And now we've got a map of the bureau itself. Which I'm still surprised a map actually works in this place, considering that the house is supposed to shift all the time. And another file. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, before we go ahead into that room that looks important, let's have a look, read of these. So, research and records. Hadron containment and siphoning practices. Hadron and the Hadron resonance are arguably the greatest assets this bureau has ever possessed. The security of Hadron is unspeakably vital, which is why we have blank from the majority of bureau employees. This report details the containment procedures required for the Hadron containment chamber, including details on the blank being pumped into the containment cell, mechanical upkeep of the resonance siphons, and the arrangement of the acoustic pillars to dampen or amplify the sonic range of the chamber. For more information on the proper operational procedures of the resonance siphons, an additional report is coming soon. And that's by Darling. So it sounds like they are trying to use Hadron resonance as a resource. And while trying to turn it into a resource, the hiss resonance was created, or was a side effect, or something similar. What was the other thing that we had here? Slide projector tests. Hey, we got Ollie here. Hello. How you doing, Heisenberg? In all seriousness, you suit the haircut. Oh, thank you very much. It's, you know, I've said before, it feels light and clean. You know, it's kind of an insight of what I think I could look like in about 20 years' time, possibly. But I have a feeling it's probably more going to be, this bit is nice and shiny, whereas it's going to be like bushy on the sides. Yeah, it's alright. I think shaving your head as a once every now and then thing, like, I don't know, maybe every 5 years or so, just to say, hey, this is what I look like when I'm completely shaved, is quite interesting. But yes, thank you for joining the stream, Ollie. How are you doing today? So, the slide projector only works with slide 36. Logically, this means the slide itself is a part of the object of power, or a distinct altered item. But of course, I had to make sure no other slides worked. I had to try. I thought maybe emotion had something to do with it. Connection, history, love. I brought in my parents' old slides, birthday parties, vacations to Niagara Falls, my first day of high school, that kind of thing. There were 2 boxes worth. I had to dig around the garage for an hour to find them, never once thought of looking at them since they passed. I tried them all. I waited until all the staff left for the night. I stayed up in that booth for hours, trying every one. Projector off, slide out, slide in, projector on. Nothing happens. Projector off, slide out, slide in, projector on. Nothing happens. Love wasn't the common factor. There's no correlation that I can see. Maybe the slide itself is the object of power. Maybe the projector is just an accessory. Why doesn't it matter? Maybe it doesn't matter. Why'd that fucking kid have to burn the other slides? Because you have no concept of knowing exactly how dangerous these physical portals are. Like, you were doing slides of memories, and that's basically time travel that you wanted to do there, darling. Ubigosh is here. Hello. Where is the girl? So Pimmsy's not feeling up to streaming for today, unfortunately. So I'm playing Control instead. But we're hopeful that Pimmsy will be feeling better on Friday, and we'll be carrying on with The Last of Us Part 2, maybe. Sounds like something sexy. I don't know about sexy. It's just, I think he's using it as familial love, as in memories of what people do with their families and so on. But yeah, using the slide projector with slides of memories is a bad time, because those are fixed objects, fixed things in time. And if you head back, that's going to be not great. Alright, so we've got a puzzle, so we need to go up, right, up, right. No, that's too much. Let's get rid of that. Nope, not quite. So let's see, that has to be covered there, then that has to be covered there as well, but it has to be one more space. That doesn't... See, that looks like it should unlock to me. Good luck to the girl. Yeah, exactly. We're hoping Pimmsy feels better soon. But thank you for the thought, Ubigosh. And thanks for joining the stream. How are you doing today? Why doesn't this unlock it? I would have totally thought that would unlock it. Oh, maybe there's another layer. No? To me, that looks like it should unlock, unless it's the opposite way around, where it's that these sides need to be filled in. No, it doesn't seem like it. Okay, guess not. So, it has to be top left, top right, right. That's not good enough. That's not good enough. So... no, that's too much. I mean, looking at the post-it note on the monitor itself is probably the dumbest way for this lock screen to work, but I'm wondering if there's something else in the room that might correspond to what we need to do. Because obviously there's loads of different configurations here. I'm assuming they posted the thing that actually works for the lock screen. And that's the way it came in, so we'll go back in. Okay. Is she your girlfriend? She's actually my wife. We've been married for a couple of years now. So yeah. Been fun times, fun times. But yeah, we've been together for almost 10 years now. It'll be 10 years next year, actually. Yeah. So, you know, we both have common interest in playing video games and everything. Unfortunately for this game in particular, she's like, it's making me feel motion sick, and I'm not too interested in the subject matter or the theme of it. So I was like, oh, well, I'll play it myself then. I don't mind. So, let's see. It has to be the opposite way down. It'd be down, left, down, huh? Oh, I get it. Right. I'm expecting it to be filled in, but it's not. It needs to be filled in. It's more like that. No, that doesn't make sense either. There's no way for the right-hand side to be completely... There's no way for it to be a complete outline like this. The nature of this 3-piece rotating puzzle means that you could eventually, like, figure it out via, like, trial and error. But it'll take a while for me to do that, I think. Really good for you guys. Hope you're both happy. Well, thank you very much. We hope you're happy too. Is it Ubigosh? Ubgosh? Sorry, I don't know how to say the name, but I think Ubigosh is a nice way of saying it. Right. So... Oh, there's a line on the left as well. Right, that's what it is. So we need a line here, and then this stuff needs to be filled in. There we go. That's what I was missing.
3. We located the source of the resonance in Slidescape 36. It is an entity, a living organism of a considerable mass. I've named it Hedron based on its physical shape.
Hedron.
We built a container for it.
You? Did he bring you here? Is that why you brought me here?
Similar to the Sterling AWE.
You're here.
This is Polaris.
I have you. I know you.
Investigate the Hedron chamber.
Ordinary. I thought I'd never see you again. Hang on, I'm coming.
Was that the entirety of the Darling presentation, though? The final message, Hedron. Hang on, where's final? All right, let's watch Hedron first.
Yes. Expedition 3. We located the source of the resonance in Slidescape 36. It is an entity, a living organism of a considerable mass. I've named it Hedron based on its physical shape. The part that
Like a dodecahedron.
I honestly think there's the resonance it emits, the frequencies. We've never seen anything like it. We built a container for it, and we brought it in. This changes everything. It's beyond our understanding. We have brought so many questions with us through that hole in the wall. I will dedicate... I'm never going home.
Mad scientist. Yeah, that maybe not the best thing to say on a presentation. So the Hedron itself is causing resonance, which is both Hiss and Polaris, I'm guessing. Final message. 2.5 minutes as well. Ooh. Darling works out. Go on, show us off your guns. Your service weapons. These sick pythons.
I'm I'm Dr. Casper Darling, and this is my final message. It's not the end. But after this, I won't. I exposed myself to Hedron resonance fully.
And is that the result? He's turned into Captain America.
I've seen. I've been shown so much. Slidescape 36 was where Hedron stopped the spread of another. It's terrifying. It really is. It's another source of resonance. Trench was exposed to this other.
Oh.
It will now spread.
Throughout the whole of the house.
I've done everything I can to stop the Hedron resonance amplifiers.
The HRAs are spreading it.
Difference.
Hang on. No? That can't be right, because everyone's wearing it and they're not infected.
I won't be here when it happens. I should have told him any more.
Yes, you should have.
I'm being sent one more lesson. Something wonderful, I think.
Yeah, we hope. Why is he shirtless? I guess it's to show the transformation. Like, you kind of expect him to be, like, thin, nerdy scientist guy, but I'm assuming that this is showing off the Hedron resonance is changing his body. Scientists in this game have a lot to deal with. Like, there's a rubber duck that teleports and quacks at you constantly. There's a floppy disk that people use to shoot telekinesis at each other. So I wouldn't call them dumb for not being able to handle this, but there are some things in particular that, hang on, where is that coming from? Oh, it's coming from there. Right, okay.
It's not the end.
Interesting.
But after this, I won't.
Also, what's going on with the chamber itself?
Exposed myself.
Like, undulating. Yeah, in this game, paranatural phenomenon is a big thing. And the Water Demon's here. Hello, Water Demon. Thanks for joining the stream. How are you doing today? You missed sexy Dr. Darling. Oh, the door's open now. Aha. Good, good, good. I wonder if Darling's going to be the final boss.